80% of the world's pain prescriptions are in this country. 80%. Does that
How
surprise
did
you?
you know that? No, because
Is that a cultural
yes,
problem?
it is cultural. You know, people think, oh, I've got a headache, or I've got this, or my elbow's sore, or whatever. And look, I don't want to minimize. There are a lot of people who live courageous lives in constant pain. But there's no question that since we represent 5% of the world's people, we got no business popping as many pills as we do.
Dr. Bill Hurley is the medical director of the Poison Center. He's also a trauma doctor. He started noticing overdoses, a lot of them, coming through his ER doors.
We thought, well, these are the guys who are on the street, maybe using heroin.
But looking deeper, he realized they weren't junkies, not at all. It usually began with a back sprain.
They were taking these medications not to get high, but to try to control pain, in most cases back pain. And then they were mixing them with other medications and having fatal reactions to that.
They cause more drug overdose deaths than heroin and cocaine combined. We're talking about prescription drugs. In 2010, 1 in 20 Americans ages 12 and older reported using prescription painkillers for non-medical reasons. Dr. Thomas Frieden, he's director of Centers for Disease Control, and he joins us now. Dr. Frieden, thank you very much for being here.
When I was in medical school, I was taught that if you give a patient in pain opiate painkillers, they will not get addicted. I was blithely told that by our professor, and we've learned over the past generation how terribly wrong, how terribly misguided that was. And a generation of people have become hooked on painkillers. Enough painkillers are prescribed by doctors today to provide every single American adult enough painkillers for an entire month. Opiate painkillers are very dangerous drugs. They're powerful, and adding them to alcohol or benzodiazepines or other drugs can be particularly dangerous, but even in and of themselves, they're very risky to take, and that's why they really should be a last resort.